This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hey everybody, welcome to another week in review of what came out at Miniature Market. Well, we haven't done these in a couple of weeks, only because we've been kind of busy. But we're back, and we're going to be talking about a few things. One of the big things is a Vallejo Panzer Painter Kit. That thing looks beautiful, and if you are a fan of Vallejo paints, like I am, I like all kinds of paints. I like anything I can paint with. You're going to want to get this. It's a little pricey, but it's well worth it. It comes with everything that you're going to need to do any kind of World War II scheme things, and they do have such a great bunch of paints. Take a look at this. It's well worth it, especially if you're a beginner and you've painted a little bit and you want to take that next step. You can do it with this particular system. Crystal Clans came out with a bunch of expansions. Now this is a game I haven't had a chance to play yet, but it looks interesting. A whole bunch of really cool expansions for it. I looked at the expansions and I go, ooh, I want to know more about Crystal Clans. This next game is very interesting because it's done in an old magazine's universe, and that's 2000 AD. It's Strondum's Dog. Strondum's Dog, and it is the good, the bad, and the mutie, and it really looks pretty neat. It is a miniatures game. It comes with some really neat buildings, and they also are carrying some other things. This is something that I believe is strictly from England. I don't know enough about it, but it was enough that it caught my eye, and I said, okay, let me get the starter in and we'll take a look at it together. Downforce has another expansion. Well, it's a expansion, excuse me. Downforce is a lot of fun. I had a blast playing that game, and I think you'll really, really enjoy the expansion there. It's really put together well, and it adds a lot to the game. Take a look at it. Remnants, a game that's going to be featured at Gen Con, and I've also featured on my Gen Con list. It's one of those games that you're going to want to check out, and I'm curious about. Definitely check it out. Container, the 10th anniversary edition. This thing comes pimped out. This is an older game. Do yourself a favor, go over see my boy Game Boy Geek and check out the video that he did. He did a fantastic job on it. You gotta love what Dan does, and he gives you a great explanation of the game. He gives a great review of the game. If you're even curious about the game, you're going to get all the answers you want over at Game Boy Geek. Churchill's Greatest Gamble. GMT came out with a slew of games. Now this one looks really interesting to me, and I definitely got it coming in. It's something that we're going to be taking a look at. Skies Above the Reich. This is another one that I've got coming in. It seems like I've got a ton of GMT stuff coming in, and a lot of war games, and that makes me happy because it gives me material for War and Pieces, and God knows I love to do War and Pieces. So definitely this one really caught my eye. It has a one-player version, or it's a one-player game, and it's very, very interesting. No Retreat. You saw me do No Retreat 3. This one is the Polish and the French. This series is just fantastic. If you have the means to get this, please do. And finally, Hitler's Reich. Now this is a game I'm very, very interested in. It's a game that plays in about 2 hours, but the solo variant is very, very interesting. It is a game I am very anxious to get my hands on, and I think this is just going to be spectacular. Listen, next week we're going to be at Gen Con. I don't know if we can do a Miniature Market thing. Maybe I'll try from a hotel room. Maybe Miss Tina will help us. Yes, Tina the Board Gamer will be with us all next week. And we'll see maybe if we can do a live one or something. We'll figure it out. Maybe we'll do it from the miniature market booth. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll get it up. And we'll keep going like we always do. And as always, make sure that you check everything out at Miniature Market. They rule the world. And you're going to get your best prices there. We will see you guys at Gen Con when we do our next video. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon.